Hello and welcome. I'm Jay Yen Ham. This session is a continuation of the series I'm doing on healing trauma. So today's age range, I decided to do from 12 to 15, and that falls into the first part of the developmental stage that Eric Erickson calls identity versus confusion. And the age range for that is 12 to 18. And that's a huge age range because I know that around age 12, 13, 14, even 15, we are all in junior high school. And from 15 to 18, high school, or, depending on where you are when you start school. And junior high school and high school are such different environments for so many people. So in the early adolescent years, hormones, in the beginnings of hormones, and by the end of the adolescent years, like 16, 17, 18, um, you are doing something with those hormones, right? You're dating or crushes on the opposite sex or same sex, or have more questions about sexual identity. The early stages too, at the beginnings, where you are also just getting into that state of mind when you're noticing the opposite sex or the same sex, where, yeah, the sexuality is really budding. So I am breaking down this developmental stage, which is huge because it's called identity and confusion, even though Eric Erickson says it's from the stages of 12 to 18. I'm gonna say it's probably from 12 to 118 because identity is huge. It's it's our whole life. So it's about a sense of belonging, knowing who you are, not giving into peer pressure. So junior high school, there's a different group of people, whether you fit in or not, that provides the context for developing a sense of belonging, a sense of identity. And then high school comes with its challenges. You know, you have to figure out what college you're going to go to, uh, what kind of high school you go to, because even in high school, this different high schools, some are more focused on math and science, some are focused on acting and the arts, and some are focused on music, depending on where you go. So it's like some of the identity pieces already decided for you because of the peer group you were put in. For example, if you were a really talented musician, you would probably be put into high schools that specialize in acting and singing and drama, if you were that lucky to have that. So, yeah. So there's a lot to it. And I just feel like I have to say, it's not funny to say that this stage is like not 12 to 18, but 12 to 118 because I still have identity crisis sometimes. So it's an ongoing thing. But this developmental stage really has such a huge impact on the rest of your life that I am breaking it down to 12 to 15 and then 16 to 18. So yeah, all right. And if you haven't watched the introductory video I made about this series, please watch it. Also, I made a video on possible side effects. You should really watch that one. Definitely, because there's going to be side effects, not to set you up for it or to give suggestions or whatever, But I just want you to know that um, energy healing, while it's amazing and quick and beautiful, it also impacts the body physically, of course, because that's what we want to do. We want to release stuff. So you may want to uh, consider drinking more water, giving yourself more time to rest and process whatever comes up. Journaling is really good. And do something physical, like taking a walk in nature, and also work with your spirit guides if you choose to just give yourself the opportunity to really clear all the confusions around identity and misidentification. Also, if you grew up in a household where there's a lot of negativity projected at you, you may come to identify that as you, but you are not how people label you. You are not all the negative labels teachers, peers, and family label you. And for so many people, especially if you are a star seed, or if you are someone who is in this life, one of your roles is to um, expand consciousness on the planet. You will be put in a family system where the level of consciousness is, I'm just going to say it's going to be heavy, heavy stuff to deal with. I don't want to say high or low, but there's going to be more to deal with to allow you to navigate through the denser parts of this whole journey of human consciousness. All right. So let's call in our guides and angels and surround everyone with love and light. And please know that there's no starting, no set point of when healing starts. The connecting, the talking is a way of building the container, the energetic container, so that receiving from the energy healing would be more easier if you spend time with the container building. And that's where the talking, the explaining, it's container building. It allows you to gently align to this field of energy so that I don't have to do a lot of ritualistic stuff to get you in that space. All right, so now that you're in that space, we're going to start clearing traumas that happened to you in junior high school. So age 12, 13, 14, 15. And let's clear that from your fascia. And I'm going to break this down further. So we're going to start with the fascia in the upper body, head and neck, and then upper back, mid back, lower back, and now the front, the neck, upper chest, abdominal area, midsection, and lower abdomens, and both legs and arms. And take a gentle breath. And now the fascia and all the organ systems. And I'm especially feeling take care of fascia around the abdomen. All right. Around your heart, thymus especially, because it's your I am presence. Good, good. And now clearing all that traumas from your RNA and DNA. RNA you get from the mother side of the family, DNA, mother and father. And the trauma especially trauma to your identity. Let's clear that from your family system. So, in so many families, as you know, we are all accidentally assigned a family role, whether you're the scapegoat, the golden child, the middle child who nobody cares about. All that, we're going to clear that for you because that's misidentity. That's not who you are. Your birth order is not who you are. The role you've been assigned in your family is not who you are. So let's clear that. And how your peers see you also is not who you are because remember, they are also developing, they are also um, getting a sense of who they are. So at that stage of our lives, none of us really know who we are, except the child prodigies. But they have their own issues too. So they So let's just tune into you now. With regards to identity, what have you misidentified as you that isn't? And all the traumas to your identity. So this is usually like where you identify failure as you, identify worthlessness as you, identifying with the guilt in the family or guilty for this, guilty for being alive, guilty for being in this family, or feeling abandoned by your family, feeling unloved, unworthy, not worth it. All that, that's the result of projections from other people that create confusion. And somehow our minds are wired to notice the negative more. So that negativity bias is built into our brain so that in our survival journey, we will notice what we need to protect ourselves from. What makes us feel safe, we're not going to notice. What makes us feel good, we're also not going to notice as much, even though it feels good, because our brain is wired for survival, which means that things that are negative, even if it's subtle, especially the subtle and unspoken stuff. So I know that you are very intuitive, very sensitive and intuitive and psychic. So then you already always know what people psychically project at you and what they really think about you. And if what they think about you, what you psychically pick up is negative, and again, we usually pick up the negative, and that creates confusion with our identity. So let's clear everything that just brought up for you. Oh. And again, we're working on the timeline. That's about junior high school, age 12, 13, 14, 15. And identity at this stage is also uh, sexual identity, right? So all the trauma related to sexual identity, let's clear that. And if you want more work in this area, please let's work this out in a one-on-one session because with sexual traumas, I want to be sure to really build a safe container for you. And that is why this is the one thing that I don't want to just do on YouTube because I don't know if you are in a safe place. I'd rather take care of you in a very safe container. So that would be one-on-one sessions or group sessions. All right. So clearing everything that brings up. Whew. And now we're going to go through the chakras, clearing all the traumas from this timeline, clearing it from the root chakra, your sense of stability and belonging in the world, and clearing this from your sacral chakra, which is so important because it's personal power and sexuality and creativity. And this is the physical aspect of creativity, like creating a life and bringing um, your goals to fruition. So when these two chakras, the root chakra and sacral chakra, have a lot of blockages, it would be hard to feel safe enough to create your dream life, right? So this is serious. So take a gentle breath as I clear root chakra of trauma from the adolescent, early adolescent timeline. All right. So now we're going to go to our solar plexus. And this is so much about self-esteem, identity, confidence, knowing who you are. So let's clear all the struggles with that from your solar plexus. And now your heart chakra. And I'm also going to include your higher heart, your I am presence, because identity and I am presence, that really is uh, seriously one of the most essential healings because identity is almost everything. Like if you have a positive identity, you're able to create things in life that support you. And if you have a negative identity, you can't receive the help, the healing, the money, the loving relationships that support you to create more and be more of who you truly are in life. So let's clear all identity confusions from the heart and higher heart chakra. Oh, all the traumas from this timeline, let's clear it there. And the throat chakra, as well as the whole jaw and teeth, are so important because I know that in the adolescent years, early adolescent years, many of you may have braces. Some of you may have it later. So in case you got braces uh, during this part of your life, let's just clear the impact of braces because braces constrict the craniosacral rhythm, which is which will impact your thinking, your hormones, and so many things. So let's clear the impact of braces and their impact on the craniosacral rhythm. And that impacts everything, mental development, spiritual development. And I do have a lot of videos on teeth, by the way, in my older YouTube channel, Jade Body Wisdom. All right. So now I'm going to move to the third eye chakra as well as your physical eye to clear all the perceptual distortions from being around people who cannot see you and all the confusions that create perceptual distortions, especially confusion around identity. And again, I think this is like our entire life journey. And Eric Erickson designates this stage as age 12 to 18. And again, I think it's 1218. And I probably shouldn't say that because that's probably me. When I'm 118, I will still be like, who am I, God? Who am I? Why am I here? Do I really belong on this earth? Should I be on Mars or Venus? And I don't think all men are from Mars. Okay, never mind that. So clear identity confusions from your third eye. And now the crown chakra, so that so that you can receive divine guidance without uh, harmful filters that don't belong there. All right, so we clear a lot in this session, and I'm just gonna stay with you for a moment and harmonize physical body, energy body, spiritual body, harmonize all the bodies so that as you integrate this healing, you can do it with ease and gentleness, ease and gentleness. And I'm feeling I just need to tweak um, tailbone and lower back for a lot of people. So tailbone, lower back, and then entire spinal column. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, entire hormonal system, the endocrine system is so active during this part of our development. I want to just take an extra minute to harmonize and clear everything from the endocrine system, central nervous system, and even a digestive system. And as you all remember, this lovely part of our lives, I don't know about you, but that was the part of my life where I had a lot of pimples because my family, when we came to this country from China, my parents were like, you're all going to be big and tall like Americans. So to be big and tall like Americans, we're going to eat like Americans. So what happened to me? I became chubby, pimple face, not fun. Oh, so whatever it is that was happening for you during this part of your life, let's clear that. And let's clear everything that I just brought up about pimple face. And then your family's value, what they value, how they want you to be. Like, I didn't come out big and tall like Americans. Only my midsection grew. So, yeah, and I became really chubby. But, whew, okay, the word chubby that I just used, that may trigger some of you because in that stage of life, it was with the hormones and stuff. I remember weight gain was so easy. And then body issues after that, right? So all body issues, all that created. Whew, like this session can go on forever because I said it was from 12 to 118. So let's continue this series in another session that I'm going to do for ages 16 to 18. Of course, I'm going to do age 19 and beyond, and maybe I should be doing it up to age 118. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what all this brings up for you. And let's put you now in this energy field where, of course, you have healed so much and you have transformed so much and you have transcended so many of your traumas. So take a moment to just notice and give yourself credit for what you have transformed already. Give yourself credit for all the healing you've done. and love and honor the body you're in now. Really take a moment to love and honor the body you're in. Love and honor the life you have created. And thank you so much for sharing my videos. I appreciate that so much because that allows this healing to continue to heal many people. Like I said, this stage of life, it's like we're all stuck in the adolescent years, right? Yeah. So thank you for liking my videos, sharing my videos. Thank you for subscribing. All right, and thank you, all guides and angels, for supporting everyone here to heal. Oh, I just like the light that's coming through my window. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So this series continues in the next video session I'm going to make for ages 16 to 18. So bye-bye for now. Remember to leave me a comment about what this brings up for you. If you end up writing a novel, that's fine. Okay, bye-bye for now.